Here's a look at a recap of your markets on this Thursday, the 23rd day of January. Kind of a lighter day at the auctions around the state today. Of course, later in the week, we don't have near as many auctions as we do earlier in the week. Mid-Missouri stockyards in Phillipsburg, they're going to have somewhere just over 1,000 head there as of the recording of this report at about 3:30 on Thursday afternoon. They're already on cows there, so that sale won't last a whole lot longer. Mid-Missouri or Mocan livestock market in Butler, they're going to have maybe about 600 head, and kind of the same story there, already on cows there as well. New Cambria livestock market, looks like they're probably going to have about 600 head or so. The feeders there, 5 to 600 pounds, 335 to 375.50. 6 to 7 weights at 314.5 to 328.50. Some 7 to 8 weights at $283.5 to $300 even. The feeder heifers, some 4 to 5 weights, $319 to $350. Some 5 to 6 weights at $308 to $336. Some 6 to 7 weights at $270.5 to $294.50. A few 7 to 750 pound heifers at $273 to $274.50. Taking a look at the box beef cutout values, choice $330.96 down $1.06. Select at $317.21. That's down 78 cents. Those values based on 163 loads of cuts, trimmings, and grinds, and the choice select spread setting at $13.75. Negotiated feedlot continues to trickle along on the reported confirmed sales up to about 10,000 head now. Not really enough in most of the northern areas to really test the market much so far this week. Texas has reported about 1,700 head, 201 to 202. Kansas about 5,500, 201 to 202. Iowa's reported about 700 head, 205 to 206. There was one load reported today at 207. Dress sales mostly at 320. In Nebraska, they've only confirmed about 450 head total for the week. 205 on the live side, dressed at 320 to 322, but it looks like the majority of the trade this week going to hold out until sometime on Friday. Of course, tomorrow afternoon, we've got that monthly cattle on feed report that will be published. Pre-report estimates of the on-feed numbers, 99.7% of last year, placed at 101.1, and the marketing's at 101.2. Taking a look at the closing futures markets on the Mercantile Exchange, that February live cattle nearby contract broke yesterday's record and set a new all-time record high for the nearby live cattle contract. Closed up $1 and a nickel today at 201.10. April, $200.72. That was up 95. June, 195.70, up 80. Feeder cattle for January, $277.07, up 2. March, $274.07, up $1. April, $272.45, up 115. The CME feeder cattle index, of course, that's based on an 800-pound steer. It lost 63 cents at 277.55. Lean hogs for February, 65 higher for the day, 82.12. April, 87.20, down 7. And May at $92 even, unchanged. Turning our attention to the grain markets at the elevators around the state on Thursday, soybeans were 9 to 10 cents higher, wheat was steady, and corn 6 higher. Corn bids at the elevators in St. Louis, $4.92 to $4.97, Kansas City $4.49 to $4.79. Soybean bids in St. Louis, $10.75 to $10.78, Kansas City at $10.15 to $10.50. Wheat bids in St. Louis, $5.64 to $5.76, Kansas City at $5.24. On the Board of Trade, corn contracts, March up 5.5, $4.89 3/4. May at $4.99 1/4, up 5 1/4. March beans, $10.65.5, up 9.5. May was up 9.5 at $10.77 3/4. March wheat unchanged at $5.54. May up a half cent, $5.67 3/4. Soybean meal for March down 50 cents a ton at $3.15.30, and soybean oil for March up 62 cents a hundredweight at $45.04. With the Missouri Department of Agriculture, that's a recap of your markets for Thursday. This is Tony Hancock.